to give us more perspective in terms of what, of course, is happening in the Russia-Ukraine war, we're being joined by Mr. Hanno Klink, who's a former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for East Asia. He's joining us live on this broadcast. Mr. Klink, thank you very much indeed for joining us on this broadcast, sir. And let me, in fact, start by asking you about this statement that's been put forth by Dmitry Medvedev, where he said that Russia can turn Kiev into a big melted spot if the West gives the green signal for the use of long-range weapons. What do you think he's referring to when he says new technologies can be used to accomplish this?
Well, thank you very much for having me. I mean, we've seen over the last 2.5 years since the February 2022 invasion of Ukraine that the rhetoric of the Russian Federation certainly reaches its height when they have encountered operational and tactical failures. So, for instance, Ukraine's unexpected success over the last month or so in its incursion into the Russian Federation in and around Kursk, I think has come as a black eye to Putin, Medvedev, and the rest of the cabal of leaders in Moscow. So I think on the one hand, you have, again, the nuclear saber rattling that has been occurring periodically. And I would imagine that another aspect of Medvedev's threat may involve hypersonic missiles, or just, for instance, a larger barrage of missiles and drones that are being supplied by the regimes in North Korea and Iran to fuel the Russian war machine.
Now, Vladimir Putin in his statement said that the very essence of this war will change if Ukraine is given the go-ahead to use long-range weapons to strike into Russia. Do you think that the United States at this moment is willing to take that risk of escalation? Because when Biden and Keir Starmer met, that green signal that was expected from them did not happen.
Well, I think recent history has shown that the Biden administration has been reluctant to, quote unquote, escalate the conflict, and has the actions that Washington has taken has been an example of self-deterrence, if you will. If you look at every major weapon system that the United States and its allies have supplied to Ukraine, and I mean every major system, there have been piecemeal approaches to the delivery, lots of strings attached, caveats, what the Ukrainians can and cannot do with them, and of course many delays in the decision-making process and in the delivery cycle, which of course has at the end of the day resulted in Ukraine not being able to utilize these systems in the most effective manner to both defeat Russian aggression and to deter future Russian aggression. So I think, given the Biden administration's recent history, given the fact that the United States finds itself in the midst of a presidential election, I would say I have my doubts whether or not President Biden will allow the Ukrainians to utilize the systems provided to the maximum effective ability of those systems.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Hanno Klink, for joining us and getting his dark perspective there.
Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles in Great Millstone, and Barakathon to you brothers as I teach this truth with faith and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And you just seen I think it was a Russian official, Russian representative. He said that Russia could turn Kiev into a giant melting. Russia could turn Kiev into a giant melting spot, Slovakia. And that's scriptural, man, because it's gonna happen right here in this place, Babylon the Great, when Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, and all of America's allies, all of America's allies are even going to join the likes of Russia, China, and and shoot nuclear missiles, throughout the ends of the earth. And it's going to mainly be targeted at this place here, America, Babylon the Great. And this is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, And we're steady seeing, different things in the media, especially the mainstream media over here in America, they're going to portray things a certain way. They're going to report on different situations a certain way, and it might not even be how it actually went down, But I just found this, he said a giant melting spot, and the scriptures speak of that, And let's go get, this is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. For the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay? And if you go into the word fervent, it means to never cease. So that fire, that heat is not going to stop, It's not going to stop. Let's get it again. But the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. This is going to come as a thief in the night to you people that's not watching the prophecies pop off, In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and elements shall melt with fervent heat. Whew. The earth also and the works that therein shall be burned up. So everything's going to be burned to a crisp. The elements are going to melt, man. It ain't going to be nothing left here in Babylon the Great, man. It's going to be a giant melting spot. Oh, man. This is crazy. Okay, let's get Malachi. This is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And that day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall need them neither root nor branch. All right? So the day of the Lord, the day, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, It's going to get real hot out here. It's going to get real hot out here in Babylon the Great, man. And all you people that's doing wickedly, all you people that then probably heard the word and you decided to just, write it off. The Lord has something special for you, man. And this is kind of off topic, but I was just talking to my sister, and she was on TikTok, as a matter of fact, and she was just and she had like her Bluetooth phone, and she connected her phone to the TV, and she was scrolling, and I'm looking at these different videos, and it's all bullshit, so to speak, all bullshit, like video after video. So I'm like, I'm like, damn, I mean, I don't have a TikTok myself, but I see brothers, posting different things from TikTok on YouTube, real information, real informational things, So I tell them like, like there's like informational things being put on TikTok. Like, I wouldn't know how to find it, but I'm like, why don't you go watch some of those? And then I'll try to go into it. Like I just seen a video from TikTok that was showing how different migrants was coming over into America and how they might be sleeper cells. And before I can even finish the sentence, she said, I don't want to hear that, So she didn't even you know, she didn't even want to, you know, acknowledge. She I said, what I said it might not even be no election. I don't want to hear that, you know, because she want to, you know, enjoy her life here in Babylon the Great. She don't want to, you know, open up to the possibility that this place is about to go down, that this place is about to end, you know. And when you hit people with that kind of information, they want to shut it out, man, because it's hard to hear, you know. This truth that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has been putting out on the earth, man, it's hard to hear for you people that want to live here, for you people that want to, you know, enjoy your life here, you know. And it's all about to come to an end, you know. It's all about to come to an end. And we're going to close it out with 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, you know. And sad to say, you know, she's lost, you know. I've tried multiple times, you know, but it is what it is, you know. So with that, I want to close this lesson out. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Shalom. Hope you brothers were edified.